Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Fractured Realities with your host, Jay Warner. Today, I'm going to be discussing free speech. I personally have always been an advocate of free speech. I believe that people can say what they want. They're allowed to have their beliefs even when they fall out of my belief system. With that being said, there's people that speak fundamentally against things that I oppose. I mean, you have people like, excuse me, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold right now, but you have people like Louis Farrakhan, who basically says that all Caucasian people are part of the serpent race and, all that type of nonsense. You got Julian Matambo, I believe I'm saying that right, in South Africa, who's dancing around. Literally, he's an elected public official who dances around and sings a song called Kill the Boer. For those of you that don't know, Boer refers to Caucasian farmers, the Dutch farmers in South Africa. Okay, you have people from Black Lives Matter that have openly came out with videos that say it's open season on crackers and go kill cops. And you know what? That's fine. Those people can say what they want. Professor Griff can run around. For those of you who don't know, Professor Griff was in Public Enemy. And for years, he's been speaking out against evil whites and Jewish people. And some people consider that hate speech. There's always been hate speech. There's always going to be those people that are hateful and who try to push an agenda. And personally, my thought on it is if you don't want to listen to it or you don't adhere to it, just turn away. I mean, back in the days, I went to a lot of the punk and hardcore shows, some of the skinhead concerts, and there was quite a few of the white Aryan resistance. I believe they were called WAR, the neo-Nazis. But see, the thing is, they were never taken very seriously, and most of the time they ended up getting their asses kicked. It shows. And they disappeared. So these fascists and Nazis that everybody talks about, I just don't see it. I haven't seen any of this since back in the early 90s. Yeah, there's going to be racist assholes and bad people everywhere, but so what? Ignore them. Don't give them your time. Don't give them your energy by reacting to what they say. Because you're feeding the beast when you react to words. And with that being said, there's been a major push lately on social media, especially on editing people. I mean, and even just people trying to just speak, peaceful people who are trying to speak about philosophy, like Stefan Molyneux. Just recently, Stefan Molyneux and Lauren Southern were trying to give speeches in Australia, and literally their buses were attacked. People were trying to flip them over. Why? Because they didn't like what they were saying. Whether you agree with them or you don't agree with them, you should agree that they have the right to say what they want. I personally don't feel that it's very relevant when rock stars, young or old, give political advice. Like, what the fuck do they know about politics that me or you don't? I've studied politics my entire life. I think I know probably a little bit more about it than Mike Ness and Eminem, but hey, you know what? They're popular. They're cults of personality, so people tend to pay more attention to them than they would, the average Joe on the street like myself. And nothing, hey, I love Social Distortion. I still like Mike Ness. I'll still listen to him. Hey, I like Rage Against the Machine too, and I'm definitely not a communist, so fuck it. It's their view, but hey, they're allowed to have that view. As long as your view does not, okay, say whatever you want, all right? As long as it doesn't cost somebody financially, like slanderous, like making up lies about people or defaming someone's family, I think that's pretty fucking low class. I think a lot of the media slander on President Trump's son, you know, the 11-year-old that people were saying was a future school shooter, I think that was pretty shitty. But at the same time, I'll just tune out. You know, I thought it was pretty low class with Kathy Griffith pulling out the severed Trump head, but I don't think she should have been banned for it. Alex Jones, you know, what do you want me to say about Alex Jones? I have my own opinions on Alex Jones. Okay, me and Alex Jones have been kind of tenuous. This goes way back to fucking MySpace. I got into quite a few arguments with him a long time ago, and he banned me, but whatever. It is what it is. Even though I don't agree with Alex Jones on quite a few things, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that he was deplatformed, that he was thrown off his page. Definitely, you know, this is becoming a totalitarian society where you have to carry mainstream beliefs in order to get accepted. In order to be heard, you have to march to the same drummer. And it's ridiculous. Words are words. Words don't hurt you. Words don't cost you money, unless of course you're, you know, somewhat white right wing and you know, say things that hurt people's sensible feelings. And oh, there goes, that's my phone. Just ignore the howling. I don't have wolves in my house. Anyway. Okay, that's just one example. Another example that I'm sure quite a few of you, mostly you people in Europe, have heard about is Tommy Robinson. This was a very egregious one in my opinion. Tommy Robinson spoke against pedophile rape gangs. And because he spoke out against pedophile rape gangs, they put a gag order on him. Well, you know, he's a patriot. He cares about that. He wants to stand against pedophiles. So he spoke out against them in front of a courtroom at his trial. He was arrested, taken to court, and sentenced all within 3 hours' time. He was put in jail and held without bond for 4 months. In that time, the man lost 40 pounds. He received several death threats, all because he's speaking out against, you know, the immigrant problem in Europe, which, you know, I have some opinions about that too, but I'm going to put that in another video. But that was his free speech, stepped on, thrown out the door. He was actually imprisoned for it. Another great guy that I love here on YouTube, Thomas Sheridan. Recently, Thomas Sheridan's website was taken down. You know, damn near a dozen years worth of videos and work that he put up was just taken away because people found it offensive, because he, you know, speaks out against Hillary Clinton and against some of the fucking crazies in Washington. And he says what he thinks. And apparently, you know, that's not a good thing to do. Apparently, in this day and age, you can't speak your mind anymore. and free speech. Antifa can say whatever they want. All these artists and rock stars posting videos about killing President Trump. That's all fine and good. You people think that that's great and whatever. I think personally it's probably distasteful, and if it was any other president, they probably would have been getting visited by a Secret Service, but for some reason it seems like Trump's running up against the neocons and the Democrats too. So, whether you like him or you don't like him, he is definitely anti-establishment. At least you have to admit to that, because the entire establishment's coming after him. And so far, he's just deflecting them off. They got nothing. So, good luck with your whole Russian manhunt and your, so what if the guy slept with fucking porn stars 10 years ago? I don't give a shit. It is what it is. And, we have many other things. Eminem, another example. Eminem can sit there and make videos about Donald Trump all day long, but then another rapper named Machine Gun Kelly made a pretty scathing video about him after some of his comments on him, and he threw a fucking little sissy fit. I'm sorry, not a fan of Eminem. To me, Eminem is fucking porn for middle-aged white women. It's fucking middle-aged white women's ghetto porn. It's ridiculous. I've never been impressed with the guy, never was. When I was a teenager and I used to go to concerts in Detroit, this kid was passing out his little mix CDs or mixtapes to everybody at punk shows and rap shows and gorecore shows and everything else. And at the end of every show, in the wastebasket by the door were a bunch of Eminem's mixtapes. But hey, he made it successful. He did well. But hey, dude, if you can't take criticism, you better stop spitting it out. Don't cry like a little bitch when Machine Gun Kelly comes back at you. You want to keep yourself relevant by taking shots at fucking young cats. You got to be able to fucking handle it yourself. And from what I've seen of this feud, I don't think you've handled it very well. But hey, who knows? Honestly, who cares? Just another example. The list goes on and on. Fucking pootie pie. People just get demonetized over views, over things that they say. And I don't see this from the left wing very much. But now, you same people who want to get rid of Alex Jones and Stefan Molyneux and Thomas Sheridan and Tommy Robinson. You want to get rid of freaking everybody who goes against your view. Jordan Peterson. Anyone who's not, within your mainstream. But you people are the first ones to defend Colin Kapernick kneeling for the national anthem. Which, my personal feeling on that, I think it's pretty distasteful. He's a little fucking rich punk who doesn't know hardship, so how he identifies with the black community or the poor community or the oppressed, I don't get. I think he's just trying to keep himself relevant like Eminem. That's my personal opinion. But with that being said, I don't fucking care if he kneels. It doesn't take food off my table. It doesn't hurt me when he does that. And I don't fucking care if Nike is endorsing him to do that. And that's the problem here when it comes to the right wing. You guys flip out about fucking all this and you defend all of them. You can't have it both ways. This goes for the left and the right. You can't have it both fucking ways. Either you support free speech 100% or not at all. Free speech does not count only for your belief systems. So I'm going to keep this rather short. Like I said, I'm sick. I'm not feeling too well. I work 2 jobs, so I've been pretty busy lately, but what I'm seeing in the news is absolutely ridiculous. Free speech is free speech. If you don't like what you see, turn it off. If you don't like what you hear, turn down the volume. Change the channel. Stop trying to ruin people's lives, get people jailed, lose people money financially because you don't agree with what they say. That's not how free speech works. That's not how freedom works. Either you support freedom or you don't. There is no in between. You can't say that Alex Jones is evil and Colin Kirkpatrick is good, or Tommy Robinson is evil, and these BLM people who want to declare open season on crackers are good. And the same thing, you can't call Colin Kirkpatrick bad and Stefan Molyneux righteous because you believe what one of them say and one of them that don't. Everybody has a freedom of speech. Everybody can say what they want. Everybody can have thoughts of their own. It doesn't make them a criminal. It doesn't make them a Nazi. It doesn't make them a communist. Free speech is free speech. It's either 100% or nothing. Either we all sit in our fucking houses and never say a word about anything with ball gags in our mouths, or you take the fucking blinders off and you say what you want. And you let other people say what they want. You might not agree with them, but they have that right to speak their mind. This is a free country. This is a free world. People will not think and not go along with your narrative. That doesn't make them evil. That doesn't make them bad. That doesn't mean that they need to be ruined or doxxed. That doesn't mean that they need to lose their jobs. So either support free speech or don't. My suggestion to you is if you don't like what you hear, turn it off. Turn off the fucking internet, turn off the TV, turn off Fox News, turn off CNN, don't listen to alternative news, stay in your safe little fucking zone, and leave the rest of us the fuck alone. Because personally, until this channel gets taken down, I'm going to say what I want, I'm going to say what I feel, and if that hurts your feelings, unsubscribe. Don't like me. I don't care. I'm not going to lose sleep at the end of the day over it, and you shouldn't lose sleep about it either. Have a good day.